And welcome back to another episode of Roll for Story, the Diamond Soul arc. Got it right this time. So, this is a massive mansion in the middle of the Earth plane. Marble pillars stretch up to the actual cave ceiling. You've been tasked to help collect the payment from this place from a certain Zankiri, who's the owner of this place. And in doing so, you'll then gain enough favor with the Dao known as Grumpaz, who you believe might be the one in possession of Rahim, but you didn't get to scout that out. He sort of just waltzed in, pretending that you're here to do business on behalf of Shakif. And as you were leaving, Andi, you noticed that Grumpaz was eyeing up a sending stone on a shelf, and they seemed as though they were trying to get rid of you quickly. You didn't really meet them for very long. You sort of were introduced, you said who you were, and then they gave you a little task to go off and be busy effectively. But you definitely saw them eyeing up a sending stone. And you gave this information to the rest of the party, who can do with what they wish. So, upon arriving, you met the bailiffs, whose name is Hanko. Seems to be like a lesser Dao, and he says very nonchalantly that there's some sort of terrible monster in here. Meanwhile, the other Genasi, Earth Genasi, and there's even a dwarf here, are absolutely scared out of their minds. They do not want to go back in there. They said that they've already lost several people inside, probably turned to paste now, and they're actually petrified. They don't want to go back in. They did tell you, though, that when they went in, they set off a set of alarms, which are these kind of clacking stones in the courtyard. And they also told you that there's some gargoyles that are the sort of home defense system, home alarm system that were left over by Zankiri. Zankiri himself hasn't been here for a very long time. It looks like this place has completely turned to disuse. And so the bailiffs were about to go in and basically start claiming a load of items of worth, like decor, art, anything that they could basically pay the mortgage for him. It's basically Zankiri's got a loan with this Dow. Otherwise, an Earth Genasi wouldn't be able to afford such a marvelous palace. But it seems there's a new occupant, and it's an incredibly dangerous one known as a Rampager. Hanko described it as a gigantic feral mole-like creature that can slice through bone as easy as it can walls and earth. But he said to you to good luck. Kesh'an went through a window, immediately trod on some broken glass, alerting the two gargoyles. He ran a room over and tried to hide underneath the table, punched one of them in the face when it found him, ran over to another room. The gargoyles gave chase, and he locked them inside the room, which is this kind of like study area. And then he locked another door behind him using his thieves' tools. And then he's jumped. As he came back out of that room, he went into the foyer, opened up the door for Elias and Karius, and then immediately set off all 6 alarms, which are currently clacking and clacking together. They're these little 2 stones that just smash together. As those are going off, everyone heard this incredibly loud rumbling. You could see the dust sifting from the ceiling, and yeah, that's where we left off. The 2 Earth Genasi right next to you immediately just sprint away, saying, "Oh God, you've woken it up! Run! Run if you want to save your own life!" And they just literally sprint away. Meanwhile, Hanko just sort of sits there, arms folded. Ah, I did tell you about the alarm.
Karius just sort of looks at Kesh'an and just like, he did tell you about the alarm.
He really did.
You completely forgot, didn't you? Well, it's like those underlings just said. The creature was probably sound asleep after its last meal. But it's most definitely awake now.
Ready for a fight then?
Good heavens, no. I'm not dealing with this.
We'll let your boss know when we
He
get there.
backs away and goes literally into a wall, just melts with it. Meanwhile, one of the dwarfs starts sneaking around.
Wait. Do any of us spot him?
Yeah.
Karius just looks at him and goes, I thought dwarves were meant to be brave.
I'm just a scout. And I ain't fighting for my own kind here.
Well, if
You may have forgotten, but I'm a slave to those, so
I mean,
this ain't my dirty work.
you're a scout, right? You've got like a bow or something.
I have a crossbow.
Then stand back, let us do the actual fighting, and take some pot shots at least.
You can roll a persuasion check.
And I have advantage because he's a dwarf.
A nice belt.
26.
He looks at you and says, all right, listen, if it goes south, I'm out of here.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'll at least...
I'm
I
not
mean, if it goes south, we're all out of here, to be fair.
Though, to be honest, if it goes south, going that way might be the wrong way.
I'll help you as best I can, but...
Yeah. Not expecting you to risk your life, just, aid us how you can, take some pot shots. And if we win, I'll put in a good word with your owner for you.
But let me tell you, this thing is a terrifying beastie. We stood no chance against it last time.
Well, you didn't have us.
All right. You talk big. Let's hope you can deliver.
Me too.
And he loads up his heavy crossbow. Meanwhile, the only one left remaining is this little dust mephit, whose name is Gesundheit. And he's just sort of hovering around. He's almost like excited to see what's going to happen. Meanwhile, you just hear the pounding of rocks falling. Sounds like things are being knocked over, things are being smashed into pieces. What do you guys do?
I
Ready.
do
One.
have something that I want to... I don't know who the best person to hand this to would be. I guess... Oh... Who's better with spells, Elias or Karius?
It'd be Elias.
Yeah, I think I've got like a plus. Well, I
You
should
can
have.
cast- you can
I
cast high
basically I'm like running over while I'm rummaging through all like my many pockets inside my jacket, and I just pull out this scroll and I'm just gonna slap it in his hand.
And this is?
It is a spell scroll of slow.
Oh, okay.
Please don't waste it.
That's usually not down to me. That's usually down to how well the enemy resists.
Okay, but like, don't waste it.
All right.
It's on a sheet. I already deleted off yours.
You've already. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I was just about to click it, but it's.
I don't know what
it's
this
gone.
thing is or whether this will work, but Karius pulls out a flask of oil and just chucks it into the middle of the thing.
Just normal oil, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
A slip and slide.
Well, I was thinking more if it goes over the top of it, then potentially Eirina could set the oil on fire. Or one
How
of us
much
can.
How much time does it sound like we have before this thing?
You just hear it in the. It's very low rumbling.
Andi, any prep?
With your best guess, it's pretty far away.
Actually, do you know what? I'm gonna just quickly as well hand Andi. I've got a potion of healing, just in case.
You want to give it to Andi, yeah?
Yeah, to look after in case any one of us goes down, because we're all going to be in the fray, and Andi's a ranged fighter, so I assume she wouldn't be getting stuck in.
You are.
Part of me is wondering if I could
Well, I can't do what I would normally do because I'd rather not go back in the other plane.
That's
No,
fine.
So
I just obviously if I go down, I can't use it.
yeah, well,
So
Andy's kind of the designated nurse now, so yeah,
I don't think
that
it'd work.
makes sense.
I don't think it'd work in time. A part of me was wondering if I just turn this whole, this circle in the hallway into a giant pit using pigments, like Looney Tunes style, but I don't think it'd work. I don't think I'd have enough time.
Hey, dwarf, do you know what sort of creature this thing is? Is it like an elemental, a demon,
I think it's some sort of beastie, but it's way too big. It's like it's been growing to like extreme proportions.
Damn, if it was some sort of extra planar creature, I might have had something I could do.
The only other thing we saw was these kind of almost like burn marks. They were like scraped claw marks with like deep burns in the rock. He kind of shrugs. Doesn't really know. He just thinks there's something odd about them.
We can check it out. Karius is going to take a step back because if Kesh'an takes the brunt, then he can hopefully just jab from his distance with his blade.
Kesh'an obviously gets pulled out of there. He's standing alongside you guys at the front entrance now that you've just thrown the oil. And the sound of the alarms clacking and clacking together again, they suddenly stop.
They look like Lego blocks.
They went off for about a good 10 to 30 seconds-ish. They do look a little bit like they do look a little bit like Lego, but they have stopped.
And the sound of the monster?
The rumbling isn't as chaotic anymore, but everyone can roll a perception check if they want to try and discern what or where it is. Elias, you were stood right next to the alarm. You're probably pretty deafened by it, as well as Karius.
Yeah.
Eirina's not hearing much of it either.
There we go.
the
Andy, on the
musician
other
here
hand,
breathing.
I can see, they're all just like trying to listen in on things like that, and then they just kind of all look at Andy.
All right.
You
It
guys
sounded-
need your hearing checked.
Too many explosions. My eardrums are just kaput.
So it sounded to you, Andy, as though something got up almost like from a great disturbance, made a load of ruckus, but now the alarm's kind of gone off. What you can hear in the distance is just kind of a low thudding. It's very distant and it's very muffled. But it's not like something's being destroyed or wrecked anymore. Just
Does it
sounds
sound
like
almost like a
thud.
pace? Like
That's right.
feet moving. Okay.
That's
And is
it.
it getting quieter or louder?
It's loud. Well, to you it's loud, but it sounds muffled and distant. But it's clearly echoing That's the one thing that's hard to discern is exactly its location. This marble palace, rooms full of stone. Nothing really stops the sound. It just keeps on bouncing. So you can tell it's probably very far away.
Hey, dwarf.
Aye.
When you last got attacked by this, was it just here in the hallway, or did you go further in?
We were further in.
Ah, so it never actually came to the hallway. From the ways you went, could it even?
We went in, but we didn't know there'd be something like that. So we just assumed, oh, the alarm's off. We'll go in. We went up these set of stairs, and that's when we got attacked.
All right.
Made quite a mess in the courtyard.
In terms of how big the beast is, do you think it could make its way down here?
Oh, easily.
Oh. Do you think we should disturb it to make it come this way? I mean, it's already awake, so we're gonna have to deal with it one way or another.
I don't know what your plan is, but whatever it is, you've definitely woke it up.
Oh. I'm gonna try to go in and see if I can work out what it is, and then I'll just fly back as quick as I can. And Karius is gonna glaive in through this window.
Wait,
Okay.
isn't that what Kesh'an... Oh, he's gone.
No, but Kesh'an just sort of stayed around this area. I'm actually going to try to go further into the building.
No, Elias
Alright.
was saying that you've already disappeared.
Yep.
So you hover in, and you do see all the broken glass that Kesh'an stood on.
Yeah, and
There's
this
two doors in this room.
I'm gonna
So it seems to be the
hover over it.
kitchen.
Hover over it.
It seems to be the dining room.
Actually,
Tables, wood
kitchen.
flattered over. Kitchen.
Is there any flour?
Flour, eh? You can look around. Give me an investigation check. A lot of this food has perished, but flour doesn't seem to have gone off. It's non-perishable. So you do find a bag of it.
I should take
but-
a bag of flour.
It's quite heavy, but you can probably just about support it on your glaive.
I'm gonna glaive this out to the others and just sort of land it by Eirina and just be like, I'm sure you know what to do with this.
I know what to do with this.
And then just go back in.
All right, bag of flour it is.
This is not my first rodeo.
Are we gonna throw it in his face to blind him or something?
No.
If you scatter it in the air and light it up, it's basically like a smoke bomb.
Yeah.
I've been around Eirina
Science.
enough, I know how fire works. Right, okay, so
Um,
I'm hoping I'm far away enough from the alarms that going through here shouldn't activate them.
No alarms go off. What you do see is a set of stairs. At the top of them, a massive boulder has perhaps dislodged from the ceiling and just crashed and cracked the stonework at the top of the stairs.
Looking at it, does it look like you can go under the stairs, like back here?
You can, yes.
Like,
There is a sort of courtyard up ahead where you see cracked ground, debris strewn around. A lot of the ceiling here is cracked as well and given way, and just debris just scattered across the ground.
Okay, how
But,
tall is this room? Now, because this is a courtyard, right? So
It is indeed the largest and tallest room. It is probably about, if it's at least 10 feet up to the second balcony, to the first balcony, and then probably another 10 feet up from that.
okay,
So
I'm gonna
this
go.
room's 20 feet high.
I'm gonna go right up to the ceiling, basically as high as I can, and just sort of think hard and see if I can invert the gravity on myself, like you can in some areas of the Earth plane. See if I can walk on the ceiling, or at least float upside down on the glaive.
Okay. Yeah, I believe there was a check based on that last time. I think I made you roll a sort of an acrobatics check.
Yeah, I will attempt that. See if I can. 14.
Yeah, it's tricky. Especially seeing the ground beneath you. Your mind is sort of like, no, that's the floor. But you do feel gravity sort of slightly shift up.
Okay.
The very top you kind of feel it.
Okay, so he basically wants to hover along the ceiling, basically 20 foot up, so he's as high up as he possibly can. And
Yep.
continue to slowly just keep going forward, having a look, see if he can... Okay, so that all the doors are closed. Is there like another... Is there like a way forward on this floor, or...?
Yeah, you should be able to see doors.
Yeah, I can
Right.
see doors, but those are up on like the second
The,
floor.
up on the balcony.
Are there any
Is
on
there
the
any?
on the lower floor?
There actually isn't. What you do see is what looks to be a sort of display of weaponry and shields. There's these big stone discs that look way too heavy to be wielded, but they've kind of got this segmented section to them with like these kind of primordial looking runes etched on them. Also in the middle of this courtyard, the debris itself. Can you give me a probably be like an investigation or a nature check?
It's the same thing. 16.
Yeah. So you look at the debris and the way it's fallen, and you're on the ceiling, so you're kind of hovering just by it. But the way that the whole ceiling caved through, it doesn't look like something threw something up at the ceiling, and it doesn't look like something big has reached up to it. It actually looks like the ceiling has burst open and something tunneled through it.
Oh.
And all of that debris on the floor is basically the rubble that was filling that tunnel.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can definitely tell this thing can burrow, through the ground. Not just the ground, the ceiling is fair game as well, because
Yep.
gravity.
Yeah, Karius is gonna go up to this door. So I
Okay.
suppose I'm only like 10 foot up now, technically, because I'm on the balcony. And just sort of listen at the door to see if he can hear the creature behind it, or if it sounds like it might be coming from somewhere else.
Make a perception check. God, you're so lucky. You hear a breathing and clawing sound directly on the other side of the door. And its breathing is like gravelly and raspy, but it's also low and guttural at the same time.
Okay. Which way does this door open? Inwards or outwards?
I'm going to say inwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do I have?
Whatever this creature is, you can hear it right on the other side.
Which case? Karius, I want to position Karius as far away as I can in this. So that would do. And this is going to be weird, but I want to attempt to use Gust to try to push open the door so that I can try to see what it is and have enough time to fly away, basically.
Okay, sure. You can gust the door open. It
Yep.
isn't like a big heavy stone one, like I've mentioned. This palace was built for an Earth Genasi, so most of the doors are pretty normal wooden ones. You can gust open the door, it comes off of its hinges, and immediately in front of you, you see a incredibly large creature. This thing has massive claws, and they're sort of dripping with this sort of strange liquid. In its mouth, clenched between its two jaws, is a crumbling, broken gargoyle. Its half, like top torso and arm, are like reaching out to you with like these eyes of terror in its face. Another gargoyle is seen just beneath its massive foot. It's basically pinned. Half its face is crushed and cracked apart. And that too is twitching. Its wings are like trying to lift off, but as it does, the wings just sort of snap under the weight of this creature.
Karius sort of stares at it for a moment, looks at it, and it's just like,
It
But,
suddenly locks eyes with yours. And
bye.
I guess we'll roll initiative at this point. This thing is it's right there. Let's get you guys on as well. There we go.
Okay. Not bad, but not good.
I just need to outroll it. 15's not bad.
No. Okay.
Roll Kesh'an's working. Makes sense.
Yeah. Oh my lord.
Oh, it outspeeds
Oh.
me.
Oh yeah. The two gargoyles are not even worth putting onto the initiative anymore.
I'm hoping that it's distracted enough of its current food.
Yeah, they're sort of basically half dead, these things. But it seems very wide awake, and it sniffs the air like an oversized mole would, and immediately. Let's see what it does. Let's see. Okay, the one in its mouth is gonna just finish it off with its bite attack, clenching down on these stone gargoyles. It makes them look like just ceramic, and you hear that crumbling sound as the gargoyle is reduced to rubble, and that's him dead. As for the other gargoyle beneath its foot, it's probably going to just finish that off with its second attack, pushing down its claws. It not only pushes down with a weight, but also begins like a claw machine, clenching the claws together. And you see, it's not just brute strength that's tearing this thing apart, but you can see the stone sizzling and dissolving as the claws clench around it, and it makes it look like a hot knife through butter. And that second gargoyle
Does
is
it look like it's from like a heat, or does it look like more of an acid sort of thing?
It's that strange liquid you see, kind of being excreted from pores, and it runs down the claws and then just dissolves it. And then it's going to move, which got good 30 feet. All right, so 10 feet up in the air, I see.
Yep.
But it suddenly crawls out from the wall, basically smashes through the door. But then instead of like chasing after you up the balcony, it actually climbs up onto the wall. And so now it is 5 feet up, I think. Check.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to.
Gets to here, goes 5 feet up on the wall effectively. That is its turn, and you're up, Eirina.
Okay. All I know is Karius has gone inside to have a nosy, and there is noise. I'm assuming.
Great deal of it.
Front door's open or shut still at this point?
Open. You can see straight through it.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Your dark vision's like a good 60, right? What's your dark vision?
My dark vision, 100. No, that's not it. 120? No. Yeah, because I have what do you call it? It's one of my thingies.
Devil's sight.
That's the one.
Okay, let me fix your vision then, because right now it's saying you've only got 65. So you got 120 dark vision.
Let me have a look. Hold on. Yeah, 120 feet.
Thanks to
Devil's sight.
Devil's.
Invocation.
Okay.
Invocation? No. Yeah.
It is an invocation.
It is an invocation.
Okay, so you can see 120 dim, right?
Let me have a look.
It would be.
Yeah, I guess 120
You can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120 feet.
Normally.
That's what it says. You can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120 feet.
That's not.
That's literally just what it says.
That's not dark vision. That's like.
Yeah.
Devil's Sight. It's a warlock thing, I believe.
I know what it is. I'm just
Oh.
saying it's not like dark vision at all.
Yeah, darkness appears to be bright light to the warlock.
Yeah, that's what I've been
That's
saying
incredible.
for ages.
Yeah. Devil Sight's awesome.
Darkness just doesn't affect me. It's fine.
No, but all other races, Mr. Elias here, we got Kesh'an as well. Actually, I don't think Kesh'an gets it. Karius definitely has it. For them, dark vision is basically low light vision. They can see.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But this is what I've been saying, which is why Eirina usually goes in front when
Okay.
they can't see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've changed your token to 120 now, and 120 bright. So you
Okay.
can see as far as the balcony, but you don't see the creature even from there.
Okay.
You just hear the kind of crunching sounds.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm just gonna use my movement to keep moving. My action to keep moving forward.
Okay. You
So I'm
step onto the alarms, and they trigger, going off once again.
like it's already awake at this point.
No problem. Okay, and that's your go?
Yeah, I guess that's
Cool.
my turn.
It is. All right, at the end of your go. Yeah,
no.
let's go legendary actions. The Rampager crawls up the ceiling, across it, and is now directly next to you, Karius. In fact, I got a bit of extra movement. Go to there. And that's his legendary action, is just a move, basically. Charge towards you. And let me just check something else. Okay. There's something you sense as the creature gets directly next to you.
Yeah.
In fact, you could sort of feel it as it was approaching, but it's even stronger now when you're right next to this creature. Your infernal blood that's always sort of normally bubbling away, we'll say. You suddenly feel a little bit colder. And in addition to that, you don't feel like the electricity from your storm sorcery is as electrified as it normally is.
So it almost seems to be dampening elemental energy.
Something like that, yeah. It's definitely a dampening effect. To what extent, you're not exactly sure. But just being near this creature and looking at it especially as well, you can see its hide is not only just made of thick shell, it seems to be made of like stones and crusted gems and such, but like there's little patches where you can see like kind of rock instead of hide. But that's it. It's going to be your turn now, though, Karen.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hit it, see if I can.
Straight up hitting it.
That just rolled the attack.
Like,
Why didn't I roll the attack? Oh, it's because that was just the damage. I forgot to roll the actual. Yeah, I forgot how that works then for a moment. Let me roll the actual attack first.
Okay.
Great start.
Natural 1.
Okay, then we're still gonna risk what I was gonna do, which was I will risk the attack of opportunity as I attempt to fly away.
Okay. So the the Wavebender's Liamano just sort of whacks against it, doesn't even seem to feel it. It is, of course, going to take an attack of opportunity. Just check.
Good test of how hard it hits, I guess, and stuff.
Yeah. It's going to try and bite you as you fly away. The powerful jaws come crunching towards you.
Well, at least I take half from the poison. This...
You would take half from the poison, but as I mentioned, it feels as though your infernal blood is sort of gone cold.
It's not from my infernal blood.
Right,
From about
what is it?
dwarven kind.
Oh, okay. In which case, it's still the same in any way. In any case, you two take the full damage.
And I failed the save.
So let me just check. Should be 44 damage, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna put you back to 4 and then just do 44 to you. Because whatever that weird dampening effect is, it seems as though it's nullified your belt as well. And that poison, for the first time in perhaps years, you feel the full force of venom rushing through your veins and pulsing through your body. That's its attack, though. It didn't grapple you, that's at the very least. So you can continue your turn.
That's as far as I can. That's pretty much all I can do because I don't have any bonus action stuff. So.
Okay. And you are poisoned as well, right?
Yep.
Okay. That's
Karius
it.
is just like, magical things might not work against this.
Shouting
Elias.
this, then
Yeah.
halt. Well, on my turn, Karius
Yep.
gains 1 HP.
Does it now? Regenerate is still going?
Lasts an hour, and we went straight into the place. We went
Okay.
straight into a very quick
That
conversation,
is a good point.
and then
You haven't
straight
stopped.
here. Yeah. I wish we had stopped at some point, but yeah. There's nothing I can really do from here, so what I'm going to do is a thunderclap. Destroy these bloody alarms.
Okay. You destroy them, they shatter into pieces.
On this side are destroyed.
Yeah. Okay.
And I can't see as far as Eirina, so I don't know what's coming really.
Probably not.
In my turn, I guess halfway hovering. So 10 foot up. If this
Okay.
is 20 foot high.
Yep.
I can add that on. There you go.
All right. It's going to move at the end of your turn another 30 feet, crawling across the ceiling. But that's its go. The little imp is just wandering around waiting for it to appear. So it's just holding its action. Andi.
Well, suppose I'm going in. But before she does, I am going to cast greater invisibility on myself, and then she's going to start making her way in.
Ooh.
Okay.
How far are you going? You've got 30 feet?
Yeah. I have dash. Yeah.
So you could go another 30 if you wanted.
Yeah, but she's not going to be able to see.
I mean, I've clicked on your check and this is what you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
It's completely
not gonna be
pitch
able to
black
see
in there.
much. Yeah. So she has puny human eyes.
It's not even any ambient light from what you'd expect, like the sun to be bleeding through. You are like,
She's invisible right now, and she just like
Yeah.
calls in that doorway. She just goes, Marco.
Hola!
And,
all right.
Are you just moving towards me?
yeah.
You bump into me because I'm there.
The dwarf
And then you
moves
pick
up.
up the tails of my jacket and just stick them in your hands, so we're like a little conga line.
I'll just kind of like flap them about and pretend I'm like, the fancy cloak that flaps around. She's invisible right now.
All right.
The...
There we are.
Dwarf runs up to the door, puts his back up against it, and has his crossbow ready. Kesh'an's up. And
I guess he'll run in with his usual speed. That's
Yeah.
a very Kesh'an thing to do.
50, so you can get to there. He still can't see the threat either.
Let me just look what. Oh, Kesh'an doesn't have dark vision. But I find that weird. But he doesn't have a lot of key left. I mean, he's been standing still, so I suppose he can feline agility to do the 100 to get to there.
If he wants to, yeah.
And then ready an attack if it comes in range, I guess.
Okay.
Actually, he doesn't even
Alright.
need to ready an attack, he can just sentinel.
Very true. I'm going to use the last legendary action to have it crawl again right up next to you, Karius.
Yep.
And that's its go. Or rather, it's back to the top round. Okay. The Rampager crawling across the ceiling like it was born to walk on it like a spider, has caught right up to you, Karius. And once again, at the distance it was just a moment ago, it felt like all of your blood and electricity came back to you, but then it's got right next to you again, and it's dampening some sort of defenses that you have. Okay. This time, it pulls out its two claws, and you see them immediately begin coated with acid, and they strike towards you.
Yep.
21's a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Slicing straight through your flesh, like I mentioned, this acid just seems to burn straight through armor.
And that's me unconscious.
It is.
But
Wow.
which means I'm technically fallen against the ceiling? Or would I have fallen back? Would gravity have reset and I fall as normal, in which case I'd take full damage and would fail a death save automatically?
Well, you said that you kind of reorientated yourself.
Yeah.
So you could be up on the ceiling.
Yep.
And not fall.
But
as it is.
Mm-hmm. Either way,
Yeah,
at the start of my turn, I'm failing a death save.
Yep. It gets worse. It's also going to use its last attack to instead grapple you with its mighty jaws and begins dragging you back some 30 feet. And Eirina witnesses this. Karius's limp body just being dragged across the ceiling away from everyone else. It's your turn now, Eirina. You just caught sight of it, but it's kind of retreated back into the darkness now.
How far away? Let me get a ruler. No, I don't want to do that.
If you just hold down control, you can use the ruler tool that way.
Oh yeah, I can hit that. That's fine. Yeah.
My screen, you can't see it yet. You can move up.
I can see. I can see Karius, but
yeah.
you know. Technically, I've got Andi with me, so I'm going half speed.
Okay. You do see it now.
Wait. Okay.
These guys are actually technically 20 feet up on the ceiling. I'm just going to change that.
Oh yeah, because they're not above a balcony.
Uh-huh.
I was going to do something else, but I'm not going to let it drag Karius away. So, shot number 1.
Yeah.
Nope, that's a miss. Shot number 2. That hits. And I pull it 10 feet back towards us.
Okay. Ooh. Brave maneuver. Yeah, sure. 5, 10, and I'll say with Karius and its jaws.
I'd like to just target Karius, but I know if I hit him, he's dead. So it's like, no, I have to hit the thing.
Yeah.
And my last shot.
Also, quick question: are you pulling it down and towards you, or just sort of towards you?
It would just be towards because it's only 10 feet. So if I pulled it diagonally, it'd only go like 5 feet.
Okay. And you hit again with the third
Yeah.
one, right? Nice.
No,
You're
the
doing
first
that
one
too?
missed. The second and third hit.
Yeah. So you're pulling it again, or can you only do that once per?
I can only do it once, I believe. Let me double
Alright.
check, but I'm pretty sure it's just the one.
Then in that case, the Rampager pulling its prey back away from you guys suddenly just feels that jerking motion as the shadows rip and wrap around it and yank the creature towards you.
Yeah, it's once on each of my turns. So once a turn.
And it's at this point you realize just how terrifyingly powerful this creature is if it's able to take out Karius within a matter of seconds.
Oh,
Karius, I need you to roll a
first of
death
all, I
saving throw.
automatically fail a death save.
Oh wait, no, actually, well, it's not going to matter because as soon as it comes down to Elias's go, you're going to gain 1 HP, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, it does, because I take 4d6 poison damage automatically at the beginning of my turn, which is a failed death save. If I
That
nat
is true.
1,
I don't know one.
yeah,
Okay, roll one death save.
there it is.
Yeah, you can't get another nat one.
Okay.
Seriously.
So there's this blood poison coursing through your blood, and
And
I think
guess
you still get to roll a con save at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, you actually pass the save, and the poison is basically probably pouring out of the wounds which you were inflicted on you. So poison did its round in your body, and then it's basically ejected out. And then as soon as it comes back around to Elias, but I'm going to do a legendary action at the end of your go, Karius,
Mm-hmm.
where now seeing there are many more enemies in the vicinity, it is instead going to... You actually did the first point of damage as well, it feels. So the blast actually managed to impact this creature, and it is going to instead... we need more movement. So we're going to drop Karius out of his mouth, just as a free action, and move the 30 feet across the ceiling to here, I think. To about... Sorry, I don't know why my movement's... That's because I'm moving out of turn. Okay. I moved to about here, basically. And that's a legendary action, Elias.
On Elias's turn, I gain the 1 HP, right?
Yep, you do.
And I
You
can
suddenly
see it.
feel your skin knit back together a little bit.
Let's see if this will work.
Yeah, you can actually see the creature now.
It fails. Nice.
Ooh, was that your slower?
That was the slow.
So it's half speed, -2 to AC, and it can't use reactions.
Okay.
And it can only make 1 attack turn. That's majorly nerfed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has.
It can only use an action or bonus action, not both.
Okay. This rampaging creature suddenly lethargic and slowed down in time. Now it just looks like it's steadily moving towards you. And actually, at the end of your go then, instead of it charging any further, it feels its body kind of slowing down and clearly doesn't like whatever effect this is. And it looks up to the ceiling and just begins clawing into it, wrecking apart the entire stonework. And it is going to borrow as its legendary action. And I also need Kesh'an to make me a dexterity saving throw.
For rubble, I guess.
That's the one.
James, you're not allowed to roll for anyone ever again.
I'm gonna call it because I'll do a camp evasion.
You can. So evasion kicks in at the very least, and all of this rubble just comes raining down on Kesh'an. So let me just improvise.
Nice.
But that's its legendary action. I'll do the damage in a second. You can move on to Andy's go.
So, Eirina's gonna feel something shuffling around behind her. Grabs and kind of like pulling the bag we're holding around behind her. She's probably Andy's kind of like had to go underneath the coat at the moment to get
Irina's
to it.
just like, "Ah!"
And she's going to start rummaging in the bag of holding and trying to find the horn thing. That,
Okay.
calls berserkers. So she's like
Oh,
rummaging around
that.
trying to find that.
Okay.
While Eirina looks like she's got a bit of a hump on her back.
Irina's just thinking, what the fuck are you doing back there?
I'm going to call us back up.
Do we have backup? Because Irina's never seen this thing be used. Oh no, she has, when we fought Euterpe, wasn't it?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys are in
okay.
the tower. And
No,
I
no,
think
it
we
wasn't.
used it in the tower.
Yeah,
The
we
lone
used
Yeah.
it.
tower.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Karius is the only one that's seen it. But
Right.
when Llewellyn bought it, he explained it to everyone.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So you're going to use the horn of Valhalla.
Yeah,
And-
she's going to dig that out and give it a nice loud toot.
Okay.
Right in Irina's ear.
No.
I've already got bad eardrums, we've explained this earlier.
She'll face the other way before she does that, yeah.
And could you make a note on it how many days it's got now, so that it's
How many
on
days is
charge
it?
now?
7 days to charge.
So, okay. And then, how many are you summoning? You have to roll for it, right?
Yeah, hold on,
2d4.
I've just got to write down the
Is it on your character sheet?
yeah, because I've got the bag of holding.
All right.
Oh, but I don't have the bag of holding on my sheet for some reason. I discovered that a minute
Nice.
ago.
It's on mine.
So wait, you've got it, Elias?
Yeah, I've got it.
You can still use the bonus action to dash up to Elias if you want.
No, Eirina has the bag of holding, but Jamie's got it on his sheet, not me.
Yeah. That's sorry. Yeah, I was saying me.
Oh, okay.
I put 7-day recharge onto it.
And what's the roll for it?
2d4
Would you like
plus
to roll 2d4?
plus 2.
2d4 plus.
That's a healing potion.
I know.
It's a healing potion's worth of berserkers.
Nice.
Okay, we got 8 berserkers coming out. All right.
Just an hour.
All right. And do they roll for their own initiative?
I guess. I think last time you just rolled them all together.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, do they have their own turn?
They do.
Or do they
Yeah.
act straight after you?
Still prefer the elf army.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
elf army will rule. We can call them elf.
So, people at home work means requirements. The summon if you request. They are friendly to you and your companions and follow your commands. So I guess they follow Andy's commands. But it doesn't say whether they roll their own thing or anything. So I guess they have the same initiative.
It doesn't say they roll their own initiative.
No. But it also
say-
doesn't say they go after you, it just says they follow your commands.
Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm going to roll them onto initiative. And they can go when they go. And Andy, you can command them at any point, basically. On your turn, you just tell them what you want them to do. And they'll go and do it.
So many berserkers.
All right, yeah. So you blow this horn, blast the horn of Gondor, calls for aid. It echoes and rebounds off this marble palace, and seemingly just out of the earth, these ghosts, these spirits of fallen warriors, arise and heed your call. They wield great axes mauls, and they look fierce fighters ready to serve you. What do you want them to do?
Well, she can't really see too well, so she probably doesn't know that this thing's kind of buried. Just basically turns to them at first, and she's just like, "Hey guys, ready for a fight?"
Always. How can we be of assistance?
Well,
Get them all thing.
Hmm?
Get them all.
there's like this mole thing.
Mole?
It's making a lot of racket. It was
Like
making
this?
some crunching noises earlier. Yeah, when it pops back up, just beat the shit out of it.
That works.
Kesh'an's
We have
like,
a mole for the
it-
mole.
Kesh'an's like, it may come out the ceiling. Or the
Wow.
Yeah,
walls.
keep an
I'll
eye out
move.
everywhere.
Our weapons thirst for blood. We will play whack-a-mole with this creature when we see it. Leave it to us. Alright.
like it.
The Emerald Enclave
Dear
Dwarf
me.
Scout. is gonna
Murder
move
them
up.
all.
He's going to hold his action to shoot it if he sees it. And Kesh'an's goes up. He's restrained underneath a pile of rubble
so it'd be
right now.
athletics to try to get, or I guess, or
Yeah, it is athletics to get out of this. Or he could punch his way out. It's up to him.
he tried to
But
force his way out. It's like,
not strong enough.
Nope.
He's just crushed underneath this huge rock.
Sean's not having a very good day.
No, he's not.
he normally does when I'm controlling him. It's annoying today. The dice hate me. Apart from that one nat 20.
It's true. Okay, sorry, Kesh'an. They're pretty stuffed at the moment. The berserkers, they are gonna look around for a moment. See that Kesh'an is a bit helpless. Rush over. And they can use their strength to try and lift him off. Let's go this. That should be same roll. Okay, the berserkers work in tandem for their first turn, just sort of lifting off the rubble, freeing Kesh'an of that. And they're like, "Where is this mole?"
Kesh'an just points up into the ceiling.
All right. The rest of the berserkers sort of rush up as well. They're looking for a way to get up onto the ceiling, but they don't know necessarily where they are. As they go, they're all grouped up. Okay. The Rampages go. Yeah.
Karius
I
is
guess
still
I could have
playing
done something.
dead.
I guess I should have said at the end of Kesh'an's it's moved somewhere, but you're not sure exactly where. It's obviously in the ground somewhere. Okay,
Moving at 30 feet a turn.
correct.
Oh, legendary
speed.
action.
Okay, so on its go then, instead of it staying... so you can only move half speed,
Yep.
and it can only do one attack per turn.
Yeah, and he can only do an action or a bonus action.
And it has
Yep.
minus AC.
Yep, gotcha. Trying to remember all the things and ones to do. Okay, well, in that case then, all it can do is dash on its go, and it's going to emerge right above Eirina and Andi. A spray.
I knew
of
that was going to
stonework.
happen.
Yeah, he killed it. A spray of rock just lands towards you. I need both Eirina and Andi to make dexterity saving throws.
Dirty. Saving the throw.
Okay.
Okay. And Andy. Andy's fine.
Very good, very good. Okay. So, in this instance, all of this rock comes tumbling down towards you. Both of you, I think, succeed. Just yet. This thing's... Yep, both of you managed to succeed on this
Oh
occasion.
my god.
The rocks do rain down a little bit. Let me just check. You take half damage for this? It kind of is a half damage sort of thing. So I'm going to roll the damage and you can take half of this, and you're not restrained at the very least. So you only take 11 points of damage, Eirina, and you take 11, and I need you to make that concentration check as well. Because, of course, keeping up greater invisibility.
Yeah.
What is it? Ability check.
It's saving throw.
Saving throw, isn't it?
Con save, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. No.
Oof. Okay, that's not good for you. Unfortunately, greater invis is broken as
Invisible
one
now.
of these.
Well, technically you're under my coat still, so...
One of these rocks manages to hit you hard enough that it kind of breaks your concentration. But you're not restrained or anything like that. So I'm just going to put the rubble underneath you and call it a day there. That's its go. Unfortunately, it can't do anything else. It's emerged and its head looks around out of this hole, and it's taking its time to take in its surroundings first. But it's going to be Eirina's go.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this thing is on the ceiling still?
Yeah, it's 20 feet above you.
Okay, so if I move it, it doesn't get to attack me.
No.
Cool.
Plus, it has no
Um,
reactions whilst it's slow, but it did need to make a save at the end of its turn, I believe. It's slow.
Yeah, thanks. I'll,
It's half movement if I take Andi with me.
yeah.
Cool, sweet. I'm gonna go 15 feet over here, taking Andi with me then.
Okay.
And then I am going to... You know what? Let's get some light in this room, shall we? I'm casting Create Bonfire.
It's still slowed.
And I'm gonna put it... Yeah.
Okay.
That way
Yes,
everyone
we-
can see where this thing is.
Yeah. Let's see. How much did you put it on the ceiling or?
It's a 5x5 cube. I don't know if I have to put it in a certain place or not.
No,
I
I'm just
don't-
asking. It's optional. If you
It
want
says
to do
on
it.
the ground.
Yes, but we're in the Earth plane, and everything is the ground in the Earth plane.
Okay. In which case, yeah, I'll put it on the ceiling because then everyone can see it, and it's almost like a ceiling light. No one's gonna run into it up there, I guess.
Okay. All right then. So I'm gonna just create a light source for you. Which is about 20, probably about 20 foot dim, 40 foot bright, probably.
Also, question.
Wouldn't that be the other way
Someone
round?
threw
That's what I meant.
someone threw oil into here, right?
That's
Yeah, it's
correct.
over here somewhere.
Okay, that's fine then. I was a bit concerned that I was going to do some serious damage.
I mean,
But
it's
that's fine.
mostly stone, so...
I mean, this thing's already doing a lot of damage, just burrowing through the ceiling. Okay. That's your go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Karius,
Karius
you're
will
alive
use half his
on the ceiling.
movement to sort of crawl up onto his glaive,
Mm-hmm.
and then should they move? It's so weird when I've got something that moves for me. So my normal movement is 30 feet. I've used half my movement to get on the glaive, which would be 15 foot of movement. The glaive has 50 foot of movement, so does that mean I have 35 foot of movement now?
Math.
Because the glaive gives you movement, doesn't
Yeah, because it's got 50 foot movement speed, but I've used 15 foot of movement this turn.
it? Yeah, sure. That's too much math. I'll just say yes.
Karius will fly over here. You can now see this thing because it's lit up. He sort of looks at most of his stuff and is just like, everything I have is useless. And just pulls out a crossbow and shoots it.
Okay.
I've never seen Karius do that.
Yep.
Ding.
Just like
Sort of
he's just like.
bounces off its rocky hide. As you're firing that crossbow, another crossbow bolt also sadly just ricochets off its armor.
Yeah, Miss Brothers.
Uh.
Karius is just like he's just been basically had poison leak through him, been
Mm.
knocked unconscious, been almost eaten. He's just like, oh, I'm done with today.
I think at the end of your go, we're gonna have it move again. Hmm. Yeah, seeing a massive group of berserkers just standing there, it is actually going to move 30 feet above you, Elias. It's directly above you. What do you want to do?
30 feet.
20 feet in the air.
Isn't
Very
it a
next.
half movement?
Oh, and I guess that bonfire, it actually needs to make a dex save for it.
Yeah, is that 30 feet at half movement?
Apologies, you're right. 15. Move it back.
I'll move down 5 feet.
So it only
Does it
gets to there.
technically get disadvantage on dex saves because it's slowed?
That's true. No, it gets
Or
a
am I
minus.
misremembering
It
them?
gets a -2,
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, -2.
which would mean it got an 18 previously, which would be dropped to a 16, which I believe Eirina's save beats.
Ah, that is true.
Alright, how much fire damage?
16.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah.
That's...
It all counts. There you go.
Does Eirina's soul ignite thing trigger on all cantrips, or is it just Eldritch Blast and sword
It's-
attacks?
It's just Eldritch Blast and the sword attack, if I remember rightly. Or is it all of the things that
It's
she uses
all-
Candlewick for?
It's anything that deals
In which case, yeah, he takes another trigger, so that's 3. He took
damage.
2 hits from Eldritch Blast. So he blows up.
Okay, you can do 2d6 fire damage.
Mhm.
Ooh,
Nice.
Max, rocking. Nice. Okay. Yeah,
You just did
start to
28 damage with a bar create bonfire technically. That's hilarious.
pretty strong. Yeah, it's
So
trying
that's
to
me
use
just
it-
putting it there so you guys can see.
it's trying to use its legendary action to just move off of it. Basically, that's what I wanted to do, but it's on a little bit of an odd square, so I'm just going to move it so it's on 1 square. There you go. All right, Elias, you see it crawling away on the ceiling from this fire, and it's just burping out smoke from its insides.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see if we can slow it down even more.
Well, the first one. Hold on. What's the reach on this? Oh, you're flying up, I assume.
15 feet. Oh. So, all 3 and a con save.
Oh wow! Oh, you hit all 3.
Yep.
Okay.
That's,
17.
Beats the save.
it does. That is a shame. Imagine if it had quarter speed.
Yeah, that would be rough. Okay. Well
Oh,
played
well.
though. You do hit all 3.
There's always,
You're 15 foot up. It's 20 feet up on the ceiling.
yeah, I'm going to go. No, I'm not 15 feet up. I'm 15 feet away from it.
The
But
tentacle
you got to hit
rifle-
it with a reach.
I've got a 15 feet reach.
With it.
Yeah,
with
the
tentacle
any
rod.
creature you can see within 15 feet of you.
Go on then.
Yeah, this
You're
is
flying off.
yeah, I'm flying off. I'm hoping that if I go this way,
You see an incredibly slow claw just go waves past you.
as it's going past, I just high five it.
It just grimaces. Okay.
I'm just moving over here in hopes it'll come this way so the berserkers can all swing at it.
It is actually. It's going to use its another legendary action to move another 15 feet to basically be sort of directly above it. So 5, 10, 15, sort of here. But that's it. It's back to this little imp's go. He's fluttering around, watching this thing play out. No, he's just watching. He seems to be like a witness to whatever this is. It's Andy's go. You can see it. It is on the ceiling, and that fire has illuminated it. Is Kirstie there?
Yeah, she's
Yeah, I'm
debating. Hold on.
just- Yeah. I'm just trying to math. Right. How do I?
It's already targeted, so
Already
it's
targeted.
fine.
That's. It's within 60 foot of me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Excellent. Fantastic. Where is it?
I just realised why Karius' attack missed. I have no crossbow bolts.
He's so delirious from the concussion.
And then you'll
I'm just
the
looking at my
template
sheet and there are
so
no
you can move your
crossbow
sheet
bolts on
across,
it.
It's like
and then you
poing.
place it.
That's great. Oh, we got a cloud of daggers coming through. All right. It starts to shred to pieces those underbellies, the softer underbelly that it has. Just takes it. Because, cloud of dagger has no save. That's no save. I really need to fix that, I feel. But for now, that is doing its job. And the creature looks hurt. You can hear this rumbling growl from it. But it's sort of slowed as well, so it's sort of like... Okay, that's your go, or do you want to
Do you
move?
want to move or
Um.
because you're literally
Oh, this is kind of like blocked off here, aren't I? She's gonna kind of move around, say, like behind the boulder here, almost like trying to hide herself behind there,
so
sort
you've
of
got
thing.
cover.
So I've got a bit of cover.
Okay. Yeah, there's sort of a mess of boulders there. Sure. And that's your
Only
go?
little.
And she can kind of squeeze in between a couple of them.
Alrighty. Yeah, I guess at the end of your go, it just sort of moves up again. Kesh'an's up.
Okay, so Kesh'an is on his feet. Wait, it moved up, it's into the ceiling?
No, it's moved
Oh,
15 feet
okay,
directly above the berserkers.
I actually can't see it, but I can still target it.
He's yeah.
Yeah.
Kesh'an actually has feline agility
Yep.
back because he didn't move last turn because he was
Yeah.
stuck under boulders.
I know, but in this case, it's.
He's 10 feet
oh,
away.
In which case, we bring out.
I think. Hold on. Where's Kesh'an? Is nearly. Yeah, he's basically at the top of the stairs.
Yeah. We bring out Shany Dave.
Okay. Oh. Crit.
And what would it be with? Even though I'm almost certain this is a beefy boy, let's do it anyway. Constitution saving throw.
What? Oh, for a stunning strike.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah. Kesh'an stands no chance of getting that, but actually, I just want to read something a moment because this might be when it oh no, it's Polar Master that lets you hit when people come in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so he will, after that crit, will try to follow it up with another hit.
Hits.
And he won't be able to do his bonus action attack, so He's got his thing on. I'm just thinking if there's anything he can do as a bonus action that's any use at this point.
Andy, what do you want the berserkers to do?
Basically, attack the mole thing, go crazy at it. Go
Unfortunately,
berserk.
they lack ranged weapons, and this thing's like about 15 feet above them.
Okay, this might be slightly stupid, and technically it can only fail on an @1,
Mm-hmm.
but I kind of want to try it anyway. No, I have to use a second attack. Ignore me. Can't
Yeah,
do that
okay.
this turn.
The best you can do is maybe patient defense or just
There's no
Step in the
point because
wind.
he's got his
No.
thing, his
Alright then.
other thing. So yeah,
chilling for now.
best he can do. Yeah.
Alright.
Could the berserkers pick up some of the rubble and throw it?
They can throw some stones. They're not going to be crazy effective, but you can try.
Or simply just hold their action until we can bring it down.
Yeah. Hold their action to slice at it when it gets within range of them, I guess.
Okay, sure. Alright then. They're just waiting, ready with axes, just looking up at the creature. It is finding back to the Rampage's go. On its turn, it is going to burrow once again into the ceiling with its movement. And as a result, it's going to dislodge a truckload of boulders, landing right on top of the berserkers. And
Evasion!
oh, this is Kesh'an, isn't it?
It's not one again!
Oh, that's hilarious. It's so funny.
He is not having any luck.
No. Okay. 4d10 damage. Pretty low roll.
Which means it's
Only
half-
6 points for Kesh'an,
Yeah.
but he is restrained again. Oh, did you do it for me? Okay,
Yeah.
cheers. Alright, and the berserkers, I'll roll just one for all of them, make it quick. Okay, they're failing as well. All of them take 12 points of damage and are buried beneath this rubble. It's not going to do anything else. You don't see where it goes, but you can hear a rumbling in the earth. I'm going to make its wisdom save at the end of its go. Ooh, Elias. What's your spell save? It's not higher than that, is it?
He's not at his chair at the moment.
Nope. Okay, that's it then.
None of us could have that high without some serious
No.
buff items.
Didn't think so. Alright, Eirina.
I think the only one who did was Llewellyn with his robe of the Magi.
Yeah.
Not his robe.
Well, it was the robe he was wearing.
Yeah.
He was borrowing it.
Yeah, without asking.
Speaking of
And no intention of return.
We found it
creature
in
had
a
borrowed
chest in the
away.
middle of a dungeon.
You said the creature's gone.
Yeah, it's gone back into the ceiling.
Okay. Need to check a thing. I'm wondering if hmm. I'm gonna stand ready with this bag of flour, ready just to throw it up
Towards
near
the
the
bomb.
bonfire if this thing
Yeah, yeah.
appears. Either
Okay.
way, I'll blind it or explode something. I don't know.
Karius, your go.
Karius is gonna sort of just stare at the berserkers for a moment, then we'll attempt to use his strength to get Kesh'an out at least.
Okay, make a strength check. Yeah, that's enough apparently. You used probably your glaive as leverage and
Yep.
pull him out. Okay, Kesh'an is free.
Oh, and yeah, Karius is on 2 HP. And then he's just
Okay.
gonna continue his. He'll continue to 30 foot of movement to there. Then he's gonna just drop down to the floor, reorientate himself to the floor.
Okay, alright then. Elias. He's not here.
Yo,
Oh, you're up.
Jamey!
Jamey, you're up.
I think he heard me.
Sorry, my friend from Canada just turned up.
Huh.
Do we see where the monster is, or?
So the monster has burrowed back into the ceiling, and at that moment, you also felt the slow spell sort of wear off. Hello, friend from Canada.
Wear off? Why did it wear off?
It passed. Got a 19.
Oh, is it a roll every turn thing? I didn't know that.
That's right, yeah. And I rolled literally just a flat 19.
Um,
The creature is no longer slowed, but it has disappeared from view.
I'm just gonna hold my action to attack.
Action. Okay, cool. All right. Andi?
You've still got a cloud of daggers on that thing, I would presume. So
There is. It's still sort of hovering around there on the ceiling.
I believe it can yet again make its damage.
It's borrowed,
can.
so the thing's not there anymore.
The creature moved away and burrowed into the ceiling, leaving all your berserkers trapped under the rubble.
Not really a lot I can do about that.
Mm-hmm. I'll start making their checks. They're going to try and get out.
I mean, it's not. Can she hold the daggers so when it pops back up, it kind of goes back to it? She can
Would you be
move
able
it.
to listen to where it might pop out and then place the daggers there?
I mean, try. Like pull it off, if you will.
Yeah, I'll let you make a perception check.
Oh. 23.
Okay. The creature, wherever it is, you can hear a kind of the churning of earth, but it sounds like it's getting further away. It's getting more and more distant, harder and harder to hear.
Okay. So it's trying to escape.
That's all you hear.
Okay. Oh well,
Um,
not really much you can do at this point then, so just skip over.
Okay, and Kesh'an is free. The berserkers try to get themselves out of the rubble for a minute, but I'm gonna end the turn order for the time being, because during the course of that round, it's used 3 legendary actions, and it's no longer slowed. And Andi, you can hear the sound of it getting further and further, and to the point which you actually can't hear, like physically wouldn't be able to hear it. So we have a breather in the middle of combat. What do you guys want to do? We're not in turn order.
Right. Wolf guy.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to kill this thing, we just have to get valuables and get out, right?
Aye.
Alright. That's what I'm gonna
What,
do.
you thinking of doing a trolley dash?
Pretty much.
Well, unless you wanted to stay here and continue to fight this or anything, I think that's a better idea.
Murder, no. I'd rather get in and out.
Alright. Everything's up on the top floor, so I'm gonna go this way. Karius just glaives up there.
Carry. Yes.
Yeah?
Idiot.
What?
You're. I hate to say it, but you look terrible. You might want to fix that.
I could, but it's my only healing potion. There's a big one.
You
Let me
look
put
like
this another way. You look like The Walking Dead, and I know what that looks like.
Karius is like, fine, and I'll do this then. Because I don't think any of us want to waste actual resources, so there you go. I use my potion of supreme healing.
okay. All right. Pops you back up before you flipping out. Got an expenditure.
Right. Now we won't worry so much. Off you go.
Alright. Karius is just gonna open this door.
Okay. Inside, you see a bedroom. There's rubble strewn over the other side of the room, knocked over table and chair. And you see a wardrobe sort of been slightly ajar. And there seems to be another room to the back of the bedroom.
Are there any holes in the ceiling?
There is a bit of loose, so where there would be stonework, like a stone ceiling, it is opened, and then now you can see raw earth
Yeah.
above where that rubble is.
Okay, Karius is gonna have a look inside the wardrobe.
Okay. You see hangers, but there aren't actually any clothes in here.
Okay, and it doesn't look like... Are there any, like, chests of drawers or anything like that?
There are. You open up each of them, they're all empty. And as you're kind of going around the room, it looks quite pristine. Well, except there would be where you would expect like picture frames or belongings. It's sort of blank. It feels more like a bit of like a hotel room. And you come around and into the what looks to be a some sort of bathroom. You don't see any bottles or anything like that. This is clearly a guest room. But you do notice in the corner of the room where the shower is, there's a massive cracked tile. Like all the tiles have been cracked as if something's put an immense amount of weight on it and just shattered all of them.
Okay. Alright, that room's a dud. Looks almost like a hotel room. Though not nearly as fancy as the mansion.
All right.
Speaking of that, I'm just thinking I'm just trying to think day-wise. How many days we got left? Because we had 10, right?
You did, and you spent 3 of them in the top layer.
Yeah.
Kind of leaves you with a week.
Yeah.
But you've spent at least a day.
I'm gonna have Kesh'an look this way because...
He's speedy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And this looks to be the same thing. Though the wardrobe's closed, so I'll have a look inside.
This room looks actually pristine. Apart from maybe some dusty floors, there's no things ajar. There's no things knocked over. The room looks like it's actually in good nick. And so there's actually like some painted vase. There's some potted plants, but they look like they've long since died. Clean bed sheets. But this too is, yeah. Well, the vases could be probably pieces of art, you reckon? But I'll tell you something else. If Kesh'an gives me an investigation check to just look over the room a little bit more carefully. 14. He sees some ornaments, like they look to be earth plane inspired. So they're like this kind of small what are they called? Like it's like a rock with it's kind of been sheared, and inside you can sort of see there's like little crystals in it.
Or a geode.
It is a geode.
He'll swipe them and put them in his bag for the time being, I guess.
Okay, sure.
And then he'll have a look in the bathroom and see if there's anything in there.
There's a soap still in its packaging, but there's nothing else really.
Okay.
Not in this room.
Then he will speedily leave.
Okay.
And is anyone else exploring these rooms or just
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, I think we're all kind of nosing around individual
Okay.
rooms.
Eirina, you're in the kitchen. You can see there's mounted on the walls these big stone discs. They kind of look like shields, but they could also just be oversized cutlery, like or plates. The rest of this room has been absolutely wrecked. Almost all the tables have been moved, and all the chairs knocked over.
The round things, like, there anything decorative about them? I don't know.
Yeah, do you want to give me an investigation check?
Or... Intimidation, investigation. There we go. 21.
So these look like they were at one point functioning shields. You can see where they've actually taken impacts and dents, and some of them are actually cracked in two, but they've been put back together and placed on the wall. And there's also some runes sort of carved into them as well. They're in primordial, but I guess you can read anything, doesn't particularly matter. And they have the name of Zankiri on them. And it's sort of, he's named each of these shields. One of them is like called Aegis. Another one is the Bulwark. And it seems like all of these shields have actually seen combat and been broken in combat. But he's kept them as sort of mementos. And each one seems to be made of maybe a harder material and definitely a weightier material each time as well. And one of them in here is actually adamantine, which, just so you know, with that 21, you would know pretty much that adamantine is an incredibly rare and heavy metal that
How heavy are we talking if I tried to lift it?
you need a particular strength, and you lack that particular strength to lift it.
But you have an army of berserkers.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was literally going to stick my head into the way and go, hey, you guys!
They just finished getting the rubble off of them. Ugh. Yes.
Got a gift for you. Help
They rush in.
yourselves.
They look at all the shields. Most of them are broken, but they do pry the adamantine one off the wall. And he is just about able to carry it, actually, with his strength. And he says, "This is adamantine, a rare metal."
Yes, and all.
Do you know the properties of adamantine?
Do I?
Out of game, do you?
Well,
Out of game,
no,
I do.
But Eirina might.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check.
Did someone say adamantine shield?
Yeah,
Yes.
but it's so heavy the berserkers can barely carry it.
What am I rolling?
You can roll an Arcana, or even Nature, because I guess it's not necessarily magical, but...
I mean, I have higher Arcana.
In any case, just roll. We'll find out.
11.
No, you're not exactly sure of the adamantine properties. But it has caught your ears, Elias.
Can I give it a whirl? See if it's...
Yeah. You can roll as well.
Because, you know, I'm good with shields.
You are?
And
So am I, but I still can't bloody lift
Yeah,
the
the
thing.
berserkers are barely strong enough to be able to lift it.
what am I rolling again?
Arcana or Nature?
Arcana or nature? 17.
Okay, you pass. You would know on adamantine. It's sort of a dull black-looking metal. It's so hard that no weapon can break it, but no weapon can bypass it either. Effectively, it is immune to crit, except for against adamantine weapons, of course, in which case, sort of fair game. But while wielding that, you would be immune to critical hits.
Considering I spend a lot of my time with wearing a shield, do you think I'd be able to give it a go? See if I can.
The berserker says, "Ugh." He hefts it towards you and says, "You can try. Whoever used this thing was clearly a mountain." And as you try to lift it, you can't lift it with one hand. It's way too heavy.
Wow, that is a damn shame.
You can lift it with two, but then you're sort of standing there and just holding it. You're not even able really to move with it much.
I think the only person in the party who can technically carry it is me.
Yes, you have got
2
what's
hands.
your strength. You have enough strength. You literally do.
I see. And
Yeah,
you,
'cause he's got the belt, isn't it?
That's
Gives
No,
you
right.
the
extra
belt. The
strength.
belt gives me Constitution. 16 is just Karius' strength.
Okay.
do you
I
think
thought
we,
there was one that gives someone strength.
There
I think
is,
it
but
was
we
something
don't have that.
Okay.
No, that was Patience's shield
How
thing.
how wide does the bag of holding open? Do you think we'd be able to fit the shield in?
I'm gonna
Doesn't
say
that
no.
only take? Doesn't that take certain weight as well, though?
That's
It does, but I'm gonna say it is a bit too big to fit in there. The berserkers can carry it for now for you, but he says like, "Damn, like I say, whoever wielded this thing was mighty strong."
That's so saddening.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you
so
reckon that's valuable enough for Grumpus?
Yeah.
Oh,
Possibly.
Aye, that'll put a dent in it.
How many shields were there?
All the other ones seem to be made of stone and are either broken or seen too much wear that they're not really worth. He's kept them as mementos because they were probably like his first, second, and third sort of shield that he went through. The adamantine one is the only one that's intact and undamaged.
You know
They
how,
probably-
like, heroes, when they use weapons and stuff, they become legendary and then you can auction them off and...
Aye, but Zankiri's just a mercenary. He's not a legendary hero. But he just came into a lot of money.
I have an idea. Well, you know, bards are famous. I'm going to sign my name onto the shield, and let rumors and stories play as it goes throughout history.
All right.
Elias was here.
Not quite Elias was here, but you know, I'm just gonna put like Elias, Tyranor,
You're signing it with like your quill.
Probably best that I sign it with something more permanent, like the pigments.
Well, if you're gonna use the pigments, why don't you just fix them?
What do you mean?
Like,
Fix the shields.
You could
fix
fill
the
in the
shields
gaps.
using
Good.
I mean, to be fair, I could just go around casting mending.
Or you could do that.
Yeah, that works too.
Well, I'm gonna use the pigments to basically carve my name into these shields, into the adamantine one.
If you try to carve them, nothing happens on the adamantine. It is immune to carving, unless you had an adamantine thing to carve into it.
It's not necessarily carving. It's
Sure.
like if I draw a 3D onto it.
Oh, pets.
If I draw a 3D onto it, the pigments make it happen as if it's there.
Sure.
So it's not necessarily carving, it's just something is appearing there that wasn't there before.
Yeah. It's probably more like raised up rather than carved in. That makes sense.
That works as well.
Yeah.
And I'll take how much, like a foot off?
If you're doing this for all of them, a foot. If you're just signing your name,
No, just the adamantine.
just the adamantine one. That's fine.
And then the rest of them, I'm gonna go doing mending on them, so the berserkers can use them.
Okay. All right. Sure. The berserkers all have +2 shields. Oh, not +2 shields. They just have +2 AC. Okay. That's what you guys are up to. back to Karius. You find this room is similar to the one before it. This time, however, it's the wall that's been smashed through, and on the floor lays kind of this massive stone boulder that's in a weird triangular-like shape. It's quite jagged.
Nothing of value in the room looking around.
You can give me another investigation check.
Okay. Investigation.
Okay. This time, as you open up the wardrobes, you actually find there is a fine set of clothes, and these are also gold trimmed. You see, there would be like gold bracelets. There's this strange collar as well. It looks metallic. Looks like maybe it's like made of platinum or something, and it's got a gem encrusted in the center where the collar kind of comes around. But it's not like a tight collar. It's sort of like I don't know. One of those
Immediately
weird.
looking at it, does it look like it might be magical in any way?
Nothing springs to mind of a magical item. You would need sort of detect magic to really determine if it is or not magical, but you don't recognize it as a magical item as such.
Okay, but so I've got fine clothes and some fancy
Jewelry, yeah.
I guess I'll just put that on my sheet as.
Mm-hmm.
What did that?
Kesh'an, on the other hand, comes into this room, looks like there's again another massive boulder that's been dislodged from the ceiling and just cracked onto the ground. The bed looks like, however, it's been lived in. You can see the covers sort of upturned. You can see there is a number of like papers and books stacked on the bedside table.
He'll have a look round, see if anything catches his eye.
Yeah, sure. You can roll another investigation check. He's looking around for something expensive.
But you said there were like papers and stuff, right?
There's books and papers, yeah.
As those wouldn't be immediately obvious as to whether they're valuable or not, he'll probably just sweep those into his bag for the time being, or at least
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, and he can also.
All right. He doesn't notice anything like amazing, but he just grabs the bedside table and just drags it into the bag, and swings it around.
Karius is gonna check, just sort of peek in the last room. He doesn't see the creature.
This room has seen a lot of damage. Cracks in the ground. One section of the wall has totally fallen away into a landslide of rubble. In the far end, it looks like something has fallen from the ceiling. Something of black obsidian-like metal or material, and that's just cracked into pieces. And then a little bit further on, you still see something that may have been similar, but it's on the ground. It's a large obelisk of kind of like a black obsidian. And it's about at this range when I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Of course I do.
As you get close enough to the obelisk, you feel the sort of pulse from it. It passes through you, leaving you completely unharmed. But for the briefest moment, your mind felt sort of at ease. It didn't feel like you was in the threatening presence of a gigantic beast. And you also swear you saw a slight tint, like a glow to your skin for a moment, but it's faded. It's gone, whatever that was. Definitely came from the obelisk, though. Sort of like pulsed out from it.
Did it feel like for a moment like I'd have any urge to do any interactions with the obelisk? Like, push it over, for example, or something like that?
No, you didn't.
Okay.
You sort of felt at ease. You felt like I said, that you weren't being stalked by a dangerous creature. You felt much more at ease.
Nothing valuable looking over here that I can see, I don't think.
There are a number of shelves. There seems to be a L-shaped couch as well. On the shelves there are stone slabs, similar to the one that Eirina probably would have described from the library. Here, it looks like there was a table being set out for dinner, and then all of a sudden something got up and left because the plates haven't been fully arranged. The two plant pots in the corner have been fallen over and smashed.
Okay.
There's a number of cabinets around the corners as well.
I'll have a look in the cabinets, I guess, if anything.
Okay. You open them up. There is expensive-looking cutlery, like silverware, effectively, but it's probably more like platinumware.
He'll take that, I guess.
Okay. And there is also, in the other side, those stone slabs. They seem to have like markings and writing on them in primordial.
Do they have like, because stone tablets, I suppose, kind of like books, they have like a name on like the sides to suggest what they might be without me pulling them out?
Yes. Okay.
Because I read
you
primordial.
You can. They look to be books on stone sorcery. Books on how to master it, how it differs, how it's very niche compared to other sorcery, how it's, funnily enough, and no pun intended, but buried beyond like the other sorcery magics.
And how many tablets are there?
There's quite a few.
Okay, then as much as an annoyance as this is going to be, these seem worth taking. So, essentially, what I want Karius to do is sort of stack them up and sort of like tie a rope almost like around them to almost form like a harness around them, and then just sort of hang that over the glaive. So. And then carry out as many as you can like that.
Gotcha. Okay, that will do. On the far end of this room, there is one last door.
Yeah, I'll just have a quick glance in.
And you can see yourself at the sheer amount of damage in this room. All of the floor is covered in rubble. And as I guess you're walking now, right?
Yeah, because the glaive's taking everything else.
Your footsteps crack and kind of go lopsided. You could easily sprain your ankle in here with the amount of rubble as you're kind of kicking it around. You can see many impacts all over the floor and over the ceiling. It also stinks. It reeks in here. Not just of tilled earth, but of some sort of large animal has been living in here. It's that general musk.
Okay. So this
and
looks...
probably smell of feces as well.
Looks like the main room. Can I have a look, see if there's anything of value remaining in here? This looks like the main bedroom, I guess.
Yes, you can. Roll an investigation check.
Okay, investigation.
As you're walking around over the rubble, you knock something over and it makes a metallic clang against the stonework. Looking down at it, you see not all of this is rubble. There are actually platinum bars in the rubble. There might have been it was likely a large stack of them because you can see them sporadically through the rubble, and it's almost as if something had just knocked all of it over and it's kind of been buried in amongst the rubble over time.
Okay. I'm gonna ask a weird question, but I feel it'll be good for like story and stuff. I know in real life that gold bars are normally stamped in some way to indicate like where they were cast.
Yes.
So I'd imagine something similar with platinum. So I was going to see if there was any like sign to see where they might have originated, if not from down here. So he's a mercenary, so he could have got them from
Yeah.
anywhere.
That's true. Okay. If you pick up just the nearest platinum bar and look at it,
Yep.
you can actually tell there is a stamp on it. It's in some sort of Elvish.
Do I read Elvish? I forget. No. But
Do you
no.
have Undercommon?
Undercommon.
I
No.
doubt it, but
Nope. Okay, so
no. Okay.
Karius will
No idea.
grab as many platinum bars as he can.
That would take some work.
Okay.
Being as they are sporadically in the rubble, you'd have to shift
Okay.
things, pick one up at a time.
Karius will take 2 platinum bars for now,
Okay.
because he should be able to get those easily enough.
Yep.
And then
There is. I should mention with that 24, because it was damn high. There is one other thing in the room, and it is mounted above the bed. It is a long handle with a chain attached to the handle, and at the end of one of those chains is an incredibly large geode. It's a spiked geode.
It's his geode flail, isn't it?
It is his geode flail.
Karius is just like, that would be a heavy weapon, and would that be a reach weapon?
It is a heavy, not a reach weapon. No, it looks like it's built for a humanoid. It's not giant, but it is pristine. Whereas everything else is sort of seeing the wears of time.
Karius is
This
just
thing
like,
is
mine?
immaculate. As you grab a hold of that handle and pull it off the wall, it kind of makes that rattling sound of the chain as the flail swings around.
Yep.
You immediately feel your weight shifted to one side. You can actually wield it though, Karius, because you have the right amount of strength for this thing.
Wait. Do I have enough strength? I'm just going to ask this because I'm going to find out when I head out. Karius will start heading out. Do I have enough strength to wield this and the shield?
Correct, yes. Yeah, you do. You could get kitted out here if you really wanted to. But I'm going to say, though, as you drag it off the bed and it cracks into the floor, that thud, I needed to roll initiative.
Of course.
You might have just... Oh, wait, you're already on the initiative order. I should just leave it as is. What were you? You were...
I was...
You can. You know what? Let's just re-roll because it's been a while. And also during that time, I think your regeneration probably topped you up to at least. How many rooms did you clear? 1, 2, 3.
And then this, which.
And then this, at least 4 minutes. So how's full health sound?
Okay, I'll take full health.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna need it.
Yeah, you will.
Okay.
Okay, let's roll initiative because that loud thud.
In fact, just as a thing, as I was walking, on this, would I just sort of retcon? Would I have been able to use my action to send because I can control where the glaive goes for a command to take the stuff back to the others, essentially to dump it out.
Okay, sure.
So he would have just dropped off the tap things and then got it to come back, but it might not get back by the time this starts, of course.
In fact, we'll freeze frame for a moment just there as you thud this flail onto the ground, and you hear this sudden rumble above you. We're gonna freeze frame there and head back to the others.
Do you want me to roll the initiative roll now, though?
Yeah, you can do. Yeah. Okay. What about everyone else? You've just finished clearing out this dining room.
Yeah, we've kit out the berserkers with shields now that Elias has mended them.
Cool.
Yeah. Are any of the shields special in any way? Or are they just regular?
Most of them are just stone shields. Yeah, that's it. Just stone shields.
Alright. Kesh'an let us know that there's gargoyles locked in one of these rooms.
Yeah, he has.
Probably for a good idea that he did let us know.
The scout, who's actually got good perception, he actually says, I can hear a scratching up against this door here.
Oh, up against this door.
Aye.
Should we shut the front door then, considering the window to that room is busted?
All right, so it is. Yeah, sure. He goes over and closes it for you, and then you open it.
Yeah. And also, I probably set off the alarms again. I'm like held to this, and I thunderclap this side as well.
Sure, just burning those alarm stones. Why not? Okay.
Wait, no. Actually, no. I might. How big are they? Are they like blocks or hand
Like
size?
this. Yeah.
I won't thunderclap them. I'll probably take a couple.
Okay. You can write down on your sheet alarm stones. They work just like the alarm spell.
It's useful.
Takes 10 minutes to set them up.
Cool.
Meanwhile, the berserkers are looking a little bit restless.
Yeah, they probably want to kill something, I'm guessing.
And also, Kesh'an would mention, Eirina, that there was a study on the left wing of this palace, but that's where he trapped the gargoyles.
Really?
Would you like to clear out the gargoyles? I'm happy to help.
Yeah, but we have a bigger thing to find first. If we start at least making our way, I can't move Andi. She's sort of stuck. Oh, there we go. Nope, she's stuck by the door.
Open the door.
Look, like she's literally stuck under the door. Every time I try to click to move her token, she gets stuck. There we go.
Do we know where it might be heading?
I mean, it moved further away, right? So it's going to have gone deeper into the building, I'm assuming.
Well, I guess.
Because
Yeah.
that's the direction it tried to drag off Karius earlier. So if we just keep heading that way,
Where is Karius?
he went up this way as well.
Kesh'an
So
just like just sort of probably cools down from on top of the back. Karius went into the room at the back.
Oh.
all right, let's go get him and then carry on, I guess. Oi, Shorty, are you coming or going?
I was supposed to stay back, but
You can still stay back. I'm just asking if you're staying with the group or sticking around here.
I'll tell you what, I'll keep an eye on this door. I'll let you know if those gargoyles come up behind you.
Huh.
Yeah, he doesn't feel like he wants to step any. You can tell just from his expression. This is as far as he got last time. Probably conjuring up bad memories of how it went.
I'm starting to lose a lot of faith in the dwarves I'm finding down here.
You don't seem very dwarf-like.
I mean, that's a bit of a stereotype, but like, I don't know. The ones that raised my sister were a bit more, charge in first, ask questions later. That's where
Well,
she gets
forgive
it
me
from.
for being a slave for nearly a decade. Kinda wears you down. The weight of the world is too much. And I ain't fighting for family with this. But generally, guys, what do you want to do, Eirina and Andi? Do you want to just...
I want to check the study, but I also don't want to disturb the gargoyles, so I think we need to regroup.
It's probably
Do
about
what we came here to do.
yeah. I'd say it's probably about that time, considering like the search where you just see Karius's glaive flying towards Eirina with a stack of stone tablets on it.
Ooh.
True.
Hello.
Uh,
Grabby hands.
okay. You want to give me an Arcana check, Eirina? If you're grabbing one.
Yeah. Arcana. 26.
The first one you lift off is a book of stone sorcery. Underneath that is a stone tablet, just standalone. And the way that it's laid out, with the runes and the somatic components and the verbal components all listed out in Terran, you realize this is actually a spell tablet.
Like a scroll, but like on a tablet, basically.
Exactly. And that
Ooh.
that spell is Erupting Earth.
Ooh.
That's a good
So
spell.
it's pretty strong. 3rd level, I think.
Yeah, it's basically
spell.
the Earth Fireball.
I'm just reading through this and I'm just like, oh, this makes me so angry that I'm not a wizard.
Yep. And Kesh'an says, and I found these, and he pulls out some other stuff. But we'll see what he gets in a minute. For now, though, it's at that moment when Elias, you've just sort of wandered in. Where are you? Are you over there? Okay. Give me a wisdom save, Elias.
I'm sorry, what?
A
Wisdom
wisdom save.
save, you went near the obelisk.
He was
Oh.
away from his desk at that time. He doesn't know about the obelisk.
I was.
Get ready.
That is so unfair.
Well, I didn't know about it either.
I mean, technically, Elias wouldn't have
Yeah.
known about the obelisk, so
No, you're right. Okay, you're
17?
good, actually, as it happens. Hold on.
Ah.
Wait. Let me just check. You're fine. It's not a high DC, but you definitely see a pulse come from the obelisk, and you suddenly feel at ease, and your skin begins to faintly glow, but then it dies down and returns to normal.
Yeah.
I kind
Can
of
I
want to
find-
fail the save just to see what happens, but I can't think what it would be.
Is there anything over here in this direction?
It looks like someone's already rummaged through everything. The cabinets are all open, and all the cutlery has been basically taken off the shelf. I'm going to say during that moment, that's when Karius, you hear that loud, and it sounds like the earth in the ceiling just opens up, and
Oh.
bounding straight onto the bed lands the Rampager. It is wounded still, and it snarls in your direction, scrapes its claws together, and acid begins dripping from it onto the bed, burning through the sheets. And I
Reminds me
need
of a Brachydios.
from Monster Hunter.
Yeah, because that like coats itself in acid, but that explodes.
Okay. Oh God, why did I do that?
I can't see it. It makes me sad now that you said that.
Okay, let's have everyone re-roll initiative on this.
Oh, we're re-rolling.
It's round 2, yeah. It's been a while, so I feel it's
Oh,
re-roll.
how much of a while? Because remember, just keep in mind that everyone would be healing.
Everyone's full.
Everyone's back to full.
Yep.
Yeah. Even Kesh'an, who is 17 hit points off.
Yes.
Wow,
Everyone's back.
that long. Okay.
It's been 4 minutes. Oh crap!
Oh, okay. Nice.
There you go.
So
The
technically, we'd all be
berserker-
at full health at this point, wouldn't we?
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
You're all at full health.
All
I would say now though, it's probably about this time. Regenerate's probably got like maybe a minute left. We'll call it.
That's fine.
You've been going around this building talking for a long time, so it's got 1 minute left. The berserker is on the initiative as well. Andi, you're actually up first, and you hear this loud crash from somewhere near the back of this palace, probably through the open door that Elias just went through. But it's some distance away. We're talking 110
Okay.
feet.
That's
That's if you go straight on.
the case.
You hear?
Yeah. I don't really want to go. um. Yeah, she's probably gonna go almost sneak ahead to try and scout what's maybe beyond roughly where the door is, where she could hear the noise coming from, like if she could like peek underneath it or something like that, see if it's in that room, because then she can of course signal to the others. But mind you, she can hardly see.
You can get 90 feet up to the back of the balcony, but it's very dark back here.
That's fine.
I imagine you use the balcony as your sort of like anchor.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if that's the case, then she'll like hunker down next to one of the like posts or something. She's got a bow in her hand, ready.
You're just at the corner there.
Thankfully, because her cape is dark, it hopefully should hide her a bit as well.
Okay. Kesh'an is also springing into action, rushes, like 100 feet? Can easily get up to where Elias is. And can also see Karius in front of him. Does he want to bonus action Step of the Wind, or even feel on agility, or is he going to save all that? It's up to you.
I'm trying to think. To be honest,
what do you do?
Save that and probably ready an action to whack you when it comes near, because Karius is most likely going to run.
Okay. It is the Rampage's go. Before any of that, I'm afraid to beat you again, Karius. With it crushing out of the ceiling, it makes a great deal of noise, sort of revealing itself in that moment, but it has enough movement that it just springs off of the bed and comes straight towards you with that multi-attack again. Gotta change its AC back to 18 as well. There we go. Cool. Alright. First, the claw. The claw. Yeah, it rips and tears through you, making your... Ooh, God. I hate to do it to you. He's gonna turn around and his character's gonna be 0 HP. Yep, there it is. Karius, I'm afraid.
Yep.
This creature's strength is absolutely unwieldy. You make the save, but you definitely get pulled and clawed onto the ground, smashed into the rubble, the flail clanking to the ground, and that's its go. The berserkers are all going to rush up. They can move right up next to you, Andi. Have they got... No, okay. So the berserkers basically surround you, like, get down, Mr. President. Elias, you'll go. You just saw that happen. Elias, you just witnessed the Rampager fall from the ceiling, spring off the bed, and claw Karius to the ground. Karius is unconscious. Again, from 100 to 0. Just like that.
And regenerate is still lasting for another minute.
It is, but...
At the end of your turn, I go up to 1 HP.
Okay.
Which could actually be the difference, actually.
But, how far away am I from it? Oh, goddammit.
25 feet. Oh yeah, this door is completely inoperable, by the way. There's too much rubble in the way. It's off its hinges. It looks like it comes in and out of here quite regularly.
Ah, so it's just a big space.
Yes, yeah, this door is just smashed to pieces. Rubble is in the area as well.
So just
making it difficult terrain, but you're on your rocking horse, so you're fine.
So I'm gonna go.
Who isn't?
I'm not.
Oh, I didn't. So you're on 10.
Yeah.
I don't know why you got.
I'm gonna go.
Because I got knocked unconscious. I don't remember doing that last time.
I might have done something.
As well. Alright, that's my movement. Let's give it some slippity slaps. Ooh.
Missing this time.
Yeah, 1 damage.
1 point of damage.
And another crit.
Okay.
8 damage. Yeah. And then Karius is alive.
Yep.
Okay. Karius, you look up to this creature that's sort of over the top of you, snarling and dripping with saliva. It's back to Eirina's go. You are.
I'm
Very
miles
far.
away, so I am spending my turn apparently moving.
Mm-hmm. I mean, 30 feet, 60 feet.
But yeah, that's as far as I can get. Because I don't have dash or anything like that.
No, sadly not. Okay then. Karius.
Alright. He'll use half his movement to stand up. And sort of just be like, let's hope this works. And we'll reach out towards it and just go, my luck, probably not, but yeah. Yep.
You started shocking grasp it.
Yep.
Afraid it is batting your hand away.
Gareth sort of looks at it for a moment and goes, I'm gonna just try to test him. I'm gonna move 5 feet away. Does that provoke attack opportunity, or am I still within its threat? Because it looks
doesn't
like,
actually.
yeah, that was my thought. Okay. I guess there's not a lot else I can do unless I've gone. If I had a first level spell slot, that's all I need, and I could have got away from that. I just sort of look at it, and I'm gonna just address it in. I'll just sort of address it in both Primordial and Infernal, like one after the other, and just be like, do we really have to do this?
It simply screams back in the loudest possible sound you can probably imagine. It clearly doesn't understand what you say. It just blurts out this thunderous boom from its mouth. And I need Elias and Karius to make me Constitution saves.
I think that's going to be enough based on its other DCs.
Elias?
Oh, he may have dropped off his...
Okay. I'm gonna roll that for him real quick. Okay, he passed. Karius, you're deafened by this. And Elias sort of reels back from it, but plugs his ears. And let's see. Elias is completely unharmed as well, but I'm afraid I'm going to deal enough thunder damage that you effectively get knocked completely unconscious again from that the sheer volume of this thing. But that's his legendary action, Andi.
Right. Just kind of looks at the Berserker troop and she's like, Berserkers move out! And she just keeps going. But I think what she'll do, she'll again cast greater invisibility before she gets in the room.
Okay.
She's trying to hide herself, basically, because she's better when she's sneaky.
Yeah, you can actually get right in there, I think, considering your movement.
Yeah.
30 to there, and you can bonus action go into the room proper.
Okay,
Because there's a
bloody
door.
doors!
You can't go through a door. Actually, you go to about there, and you nearly trip over a crumbled gargoyle. Its shattered wing, sort of just underneath your heel.
It's fine. I mean, she'll probably try and hide behind that pot thing that's right there, even though she is invisible. She's like, yep, I don't want to be snatched up by this dude, so I'm gonna keep my cover.
Kesh'an.
Kesh'an,
I'll help you out.
Yeah.
Kesh'an is definitely going to run in for sure.
And I guess, I mean, is that his full movement to get to there?
50 foot, yeah.
Okay, then it's Cheney Dave time. Cheney Dave! Ah.
Okay. Unfortunately, it misses as this creature's now actually full speed. It's actually able to evasively dodge out of the way of your attacks.
2 17s in a row.
That sucks. Yeah. That is rough. It sort of slashes against him, but it seems almost like this creature is used to flail-like attacks. What happened when you shook across? Missed it. And Karius is deafened now as well at this point. Is that Kesh'an's
unconscious.
go? Or does he bonus action?
Shocking Grass doesn't bounce back. It was more, it screamed at us as a legendary action. That's what we con-saved, and I failed and was knocked unconscious by it.
Mm-hmm. And deafened as well.
And deafened. But Kesh'an, I guess, even though he's got his cloak up, I guess. Actually.
It could help. If he gets hit once, then it goes down.
I'm going to step of the wind rather than that.
Okay.
I'm going to risk the attack of opportunity.
And where's he going?
25. I'm going to drag Karius 25 feet this way to get him out of the throat. Just range.
Okay. Alright. Sure, it's going to try and claw him as he gets... Ooh, that's... Misses. Yeah. Oof. It's just this after image.
Where were those rolls when it was attacking me?
Yeah, I know. Okay. The Rampage, I guess, hold on. At the end of Kesh'an's go, we got a legendary action.
God, I wish I had cutting words right now. Wait, did he climb up on the ceiling again?
No, he's actually not. He's on the ground for once.
Oh, thank God, because that's why I moved like 15 feet up.
Yeah, there is that. Okay, legendary action. He just moves up to you.
Up the wall and whatnot.
Yeah, effectively up the wall.
Okay.
And then
at least there's that.
I guess Elias, you're suddenly finding yourself the front line of this combat, and it will try to bite into you.
Ooh.
How you actually get
21
hit.
to hit.
I did. I don't know why I've not got anything like up for con save.
Save because of the poison.
Oh, the poison. Oops, my bad.
Do you have any reactions?
No, I don't have any fingers.
I just thought cutting words might be a thing.
No, I don't have any of that.
You're not a law bard.
That one as well.
Somehow though, you managed to weather the blow pretty damn hardly, tanking the hit.
Yeah, we didn't short rest, so I don't have any of my bardics.
No, but you've just got a truckload of health.
I have.
It bites into you, like reaching into your, like, through your armor, basically puncturing the half plate completely. The claws then come around and try to like claw you away from its mouth, almost tear you out of it. That's a hit. And then finally, you're lucky. That could be the one that comes for your beautiful face. You actually bring your shield around and manage to just scrape across it. You managed to tank one hit.
Okay. 2 hits. Wow.
Yeah. Berserkers are charging forward as well. 15, and then 15 this way. And I guess they'll dash and go as far as they can get. You've just got this army of berserkers in 2x2.
So far, it looks like they've done nothing.
They're coming. Just gotta. Up to you, Elias. What do you want to do? You can either stand here and weather the blows, or.
I'm gonna stand here and weather the blows because
Oh,
I'm.
you are? Okay.
Someone has to.
Alright, Karius, you're back up on 1.
Yeah.
I'm back up as well to 69. Hey.
But you can't hear a damn thing, Karius. Completely deafened.
Well, you're all gonna be a bit more deafened because I'm about to thunderclap.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, it has really high con.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, hence why Kesh'an is not stunning striking.
It's also
Yeah.
got hardly any ears. You know, it's a mole, so it's just.
I wish I'd have realised that.
I mean, have I shown you the artwork? Really?
Is it bonus action to do a potion, or is it a action?
It's an action.
It's an action to take a potion.
It is.
I'm getting mistaken with other D&D. That's my turn then. So I
Not a
can
thief
do-
rogue. Okay, Eirina. It's your guy.
I'm just shield up, trying to.
Yeah, I'm miles away.
Yeah. Do
Um,
you want to move you up 60?
yeah, I've got to basically go, bleep, and then that's about as far as I can go.
All
And
right.
that's me.
Okay, Karius.
Okay, Karius. Half movement to get up. With this sort of massive thing that he's carrying. Just sort of looks at it. And
Mm-hmm. Oh, do you want to drag it onto your sheet as well?
sure, why not? But he's not going to charge in because he's not dumb. But it's within... Oh no, it's out of range. That. You are an ugly son of a... something.
you just... Well,
Wow.
I think it makes the save somehow. It just
Doesn't have
looks at
ears.
you and just snarls.
Doesn't have ears.
Yep.
Like, you can't hear it back. I'm afraid it doesn't seem to have an effect. At the
Yeah.
end of your turn, yeah, it's taking a legendary action. And Elias, one of those extra claws for good measure.
My God. Wow.
Pulls away that shield and stabs you straight through the neck. And you just feel the gushing of blood as it just pours into your armor. Somehow, you are still standing.
Am
I
I?
was gonna crit eventually.
Yeah.
Good lord.
My
How are
God.
you still standing?
I have no idea. Elias is an absolute beefcake.
147 HP to begin with.
What?
This is the closest you've ever felt to death, though. Staring down at a monster of this magnitude. It's actually Andy's go, by the way. For anything else?
He says that. I've only got 85 max.
Yeah, I know. It's mad.
That's not fair. Anyway, alright, how
Kill
well can
it.
she actually see in here? Where is she? There she is. Oh, she can barely see. Yeah, she can barely see anything, right?
You can hear it thrashing around in the room.
Yeah. She still can't see anything.
No. I'm going to be honest. You won't be able to see it until basically you're on top of it. You need a source of light. You absolutely have to have some sort of source of light. Elias is fighting in the dark. So is Kesh'an. I don't know how Kesh'an's fighting in the dark, actually, to be honest.
Because Kesh'an is that good. He
See.
senses its key. I don't know.
And you're close enough that you can feel the tremors in the ground from where it is.
Could you use noise to attack?
If you don't
Well,
need to see the target, you can still cast a plethora of spells.
yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking.
By the looks of it, you could pretty much get away with any saving throw based spell apart from strength and con. It's most certainly going to succeed those.
Yeah.
As it outlines them. No,
Yeah.
it doesn't say you need to see them.
Which one's that?
Fairy fire.
Nope, you don't need to see that.
There we
That
go then.
would be a great one to do.
Yeah, well, she's not concentrating on Cloud of Daggers anymore. She shouldn't be anyway.
But that would drop greater invisibility.
That is true, yeah. You are concentrating on greater.
Yeah,
Invis-
whatever. That's fine.
Did you recast that? 'Cause I thought you
Yeah,
lost it.
They did.
Oh.
That was the last turn.
Alright,
Oh.
it fails the save, and it is coated in a brilliant light. Which color do you want to light it up in?
Bubblegum pink.
Make it pretty!
Beautiful. Alright, it is glowing.
Might want to duck around the
Right.
corner again now that you're
Yeah,
not invisible anymore.
yeah, and then she's just going to use the last little bit of movement she's got
Get back around the corner.
to just kind of like etch back around the corner.
Yeah.
But at least everyone can see it now.
Yeah,
Alright
Can it
then.
be sparkly?
It's sparkly.
like it's had, you know,
It's been bedazzled.
body glitter.
Go into a rave!
Alright, nice.
Just on the end of its claw still. And I'm just like, Kesh'an, can you do anything? Stun, maybe?
He literally would have to roll a 2 on the save.
Hey, we've done
Yeah.
just
So,
yeah.
Kesh'an is gonna charge in, run up the wall, and
Mhm.
swing down his quarterstaff at it, because that seems like a very Kesh'an-y thing to do,
Sure.
and is also his best chance of hitting.
That hits. In fact, you've got advantage. Make sure you roll advantage on all these.
Okay, so I will just roll a d20 to crit fish. Didn't, but
Okay.
I'll try. It's. Let's just go for it because I don't know what else he's going to do with the key. So, con save.
Alright. Gotta roll real low. Nope.
Yep.
It's like hitting whale blubber. Thing
Yeah.
is meaty as all hell.
It's the dragon warrior.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to roll advantage. Alright, let me just reroll. Okay, so 22 to hit.
Still a solid hit, and this time you hear a crack straight across its face as one of its teeth go flying out of its mouth.
Right, now I'm going to spend the key point, but it's not for stunning strike. This is for the flurry of blows.
Okay.
Advantage. Okay.
Ooh. God.
And I've hit it with an attack on the flurry of blows, so I would like a dex save from it.
Dex. That's
Drop
not
it
my
to-
strong suit.
Drop it
It
down.
goes flying.
It's knocked prone,
Oh, not prone, is it? Okay.
which it was on the wall, so I assume it falls off and takes a little bit of
Yeah.
damage.
It does. It takes 1 point of
Yeah.
bludgeoning damage.
So he runs up the wall. I'm thinking sweep up as he goes up. Then he sweeps down, hitting it. Hits it again, knocking off the wall, and comes down for his final blow to try to land on it. Yes, with another...
Okay.
Where the hell is his arms? There it is. It's called Kia. Another hefty blow.
Nice. You're finding enough purchase in its soft underbelly that punching straight through that weak armor there. You just feel its bones cracking. You feel its blood, probably internal bleeding, as it's coughing up blood. It's bloodied.
It's
Very
bloodied.
bloodied. Mhm.
Oh, very bloodied. Okay.
Yeah, we know bloodied. It started okay, and then this turn, you bloodied it, and you knocked it prone. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's it. Your go. At the end of your go, we got one more legendary action to spend here. And I'm gonna do that Actually, you're right next to it. Both. Well, not Elias. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to use its tail slap. Can Kesh'an give me a strength saving throw, please?
I mean, he can try.
That's what I was hoping for. Okay. So Kesh'an is hit with such force. He takes 17 points. Oh wait, plus its strength. Plus 8. So you take 25 points of bludgeoning damage on a sent hurtling through the wall. In the same vein he knocked him down, Kesh'an is then just smashed through the wall and laying back on the ground, just completely pratfalled. And that's the legendary action. On its turn, it is going to get up. It sees an army of berserkers coming for it, straight through there, and going to do this instead. Elias, going to get a backhand on you first.
Oh.
Yep. Slaps you aside, and you go unconscious onto the ground. It then is going to rush through here.
Wait, did it knock Kesh'an through the wall? Sorry.
Yes, it did. This
Damn.
wall, no more. Complete rubble, in fact. Here you go. Let's put him in this. And then it's going to spend the rest of the movement going this way. That's actually its go. Berserkers. We all know what they're doing. They rush into the room, storming it. And Elias,
I get up on my turn.
let's just check something.
Well, I cast.
At the start of your turn, you get 1 hit point. You have a turn? I can't believe it. At the start of your turn, you heal. You're back up.
So I get back up,
Yes.
and I'm like, "Get here, you son of a bitch! You're going nowhere." I do the whole anime thing where he just wipes blood away from his mouth.
Okay.
I get within 15 feet of it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna try and slow it down.
With advantage
Okay,
on
go
all
ahead.
of them.
Advantage in all of them,
Yeah.
but this never works anyway. But let's see. Ah, I can do that. 1, 2,
Slapping it.
3, another crit.
A super slap. Okay. Con save, right?
Con save.
Yeah.
I know it's a
Needs
You know.
like a 1 to that 1 to fail, I think.
You're cat o' nine tailsing it on the back, and it's squealing, trying to get away from you, and this army of berserkers, more importantly. But it's not enough to slow it down. Anything else as a bonus?
You know what? No, I'm gonna get in range of it. It's running away. I'm gonna get in range of
is?
it.
Okay, then. In that case, you get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, because I know what happens. Like if I get slapped down, then I know what comes for the next turn. I get back up. Okay. 1. Is he gonna do it again?
Wait, hold on. I don't think you can do this as an attack of opportunity.
No,
it's
it's an action to direct it. So it's not an attack.
Yeah.
Oh, is it not?
No.
Oh, I've been using that in the past. Oops.
Okay. All right, well,
I guess it's a rapier attack then. Instead,
all right.
but I missed even with advantage.
Okay.
Although that would have been a 26, but I will.
I'll take your 26. There you go. It takes. Oh wait, is this
7.
a magical rapier?
No.
Okay. It just scrapes across its armor. This thing is terrifyingly strong, but
I see.
you've actually sent it running, and more importantly, it doesn't just turn around and strike you. It actually uses its legendary action to smash through this wall, making an entire rubble in its path. Yeah, just basically go straight at an angle. Eirina's go. You just feel this sudden rumble right to your right. Like it feels like the earth is just suddenly shaking next to you. But you can't see the creature. There's still a big wall in the way, but you definitely felt it. Sorry, you're muted, Steph.
Yeah, if I feel it to the right, I'm wondering if I go back to this room.
It's
If
up
it's
to
gonna
you.
start tunneling through. Because either way, it's gonna take me longer to go round. I can't. I mean, I could use my entire turn to get to this room.
You could. It's up to you.
Which would again be faster if it comes through here. If I, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go to like, that's 45. I can get into this room.
Okay. Alright then.
And yeah, that's actually. Do you know what? I'm gonna wait just outside the door, but the door I'm gonna make it open.
Okay, sure. Legendary action, let's go. It smashes again straight through this wall, and you actually see it. Just the front of its mouth, its snout. That's its go. Karius, you'll go.
Karius will run to here, dash to here so they can at least see it, and just be like, just sort of call out to it. Oi, ugly, where you going? I've still got more in me.
Okay.
He doesn't have any spells or anything he can actually do, but we'll just insult it.
Andi. So you'll go, Andi. There's quite a mess in the room. It's on the run. You can tell though. Looking around into the room, it's just rubble everywhere.
Okay. Well,
She's now hidden under the berserkers. We can't actually get her token.
Who's the?
Okay, there we go.
Hide within your army.
And remember, it is bright pink. You can't miss it.
yeah.
In fact, you're right. It should be giving off some light. Just enough that you do actually see it when you. You'd have to bonus action dash, Andi, but you can get to there where the wall was broken through, and you can actually get eyes on it.
That's fine. So long as it's with 120 feet, you probably know what's coming.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Where is it?
Which one are you after?
I'm missing.
It's up there. You've gone past it. There it is. Underneath there is fire.
Here come the stars.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just like, I'm getting fed up of this ugly mug.
Oof.
As Eirina just opens the door and there's this giant glittery bubblegum pink thing now covered in stars. She's just like, what the hell?
Yeah. It lets out this squealing roar. It looks in pain. It looks like the rocks on its back are shattering from each impact that star has. And yeah, still very wounded.
And I will point out I will have to go to bed in 5 minutes, so that'll
Yeah.
probably be the last turn I do.
Okay.
So
Might be dead in 5 minutes.
Kesh'an will use half his movement to stand up, 25 to get to there, then use a key point to step up a win, because I don't think he's got feline agility up at the moment.
No, he should, because we had a whole
Okay.
minute out of combat.
In which case, I'm just gonna give myself that 1 HP. I'm
He's
thinking.
got to get schmoving, because you can hear it getting further and further away.
Okay, in which case, with feline agility, before I use the key point, you can get to there. We'll then use step up for pins,
Okay.
which gets him another 15.
Yeah. to there. He sees where it's burst through, leaped from the bed, and it's running towards that wall that I mentioned. There's just earth.
Think if I take direct route, I can get to there.
Oh my god, what just?
Yeah, I think so. Let me just undo the move.
Okay.
So it was 50. So there's a gap. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
It's 95 by
40,
my count.
there. So you can get to there at least.
Oh my god, he's within range. The creature is scrambling forward towards that massive wall of earth where the stonework was bored through. And yeah, it's running towards its tunnel.
So did you say it would be 95? So he has the extra 5.
I've counted 95, yeah.
Okay, in which case he'll go there, and we're going staff attacks.
Wait, he didn't even action dash?
Nope.
Of course he didn't.
Just
I
would say just go for a stun, because this is it. He might try and escape.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's a long shot, but you know, unless he's running out of key, but I can't imagine he is.
He is.
it?
This be his last key point.
All right then.
Okay.
It's up to you.
If only I'd have saved a legendary action, could maybe have swatted him away. Oh. Yep. Smack, crack. This thing's looking very winded. It's like stumbling and clawing towards.
I think he's got, but
Is that everything?
Flurry of balls.
That is everything.
I
No,
can't because of you. All
right.
I'll take the risk. Con save.
You're gonna try and con save it, okay? This is it. If it fails this, might be GG. Okay, no, it's good.
But
Okay. On a 1, it's gonna run. If it does, you might stop it in its tracks with Sentinel. It doesn't know you've got Sentinel. So on a 2, it turns and fights and tries to kill Kesh'an before it takes that run. Let's flip. It's gonna try and run. You have one chance to hit it with advantage. That's a hit. Oh, it's a very bad roll, but it's still a hit. Thank you, advantage. Thank you, Fairy Fire, because that would have missed if you hadn't had it lit up like a bubble gum, which stops it dead in its tracks. It can't get away, so it will turn instead, try and claw at Kesh'an. And it's, more importantly, it's still standing, just barely.
Berserkers are going to do nothing this entire time. They can't get there.
No, I need a con save from Kesh'an. Oh my god.
Wait, this is poison, isn't? No, he can void it out.
He has an entropic presence. Oh my god, Kesh'an's left standing, isn't he?
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm still standing.
It is also barely standing. The berserkers are going to charge in. Elias, it's your go.
I can get.
This is it. If you can deliver one.
Should be able to get. Though? Or is it though?
Yeah, I think there. But you should still be able to see
it. I can see it, which means I can hit it, and if I can hit it, it means I can take it down.
Perhaps. Go ahead, get rolling. And Eirina, you might as well get rolling too, because I don't think tentacles are going to be able to finish it.
4 damage.
I was going to say, if you managed to get another... Let's have its con save, just for the fun of it.
Yeah. 8 plus... So 14 damage I did.
Yeah.
Oh, that was almost a 2.
It's reeling back. It's got knocked over by Kesh'an's staff because it's just unable to get away. He's holding onto the tail. It's being whipped in the face back and forth. And Eirina, you've got a clean shot at the creature who is on death's door.
So, first shot.
Advantage, yeah. It's doing
Second shot.
Only one?
Third shot.
Only 1 point. Oh my god.
And then, obviously, it erupts.
Oh, it erupts?
Because it's 3 hits.
5?
and I can drag it 10 feet towards me if it's not dead.
We did it.
Well, you just pulled an entire corpse towards you, like flying through the air as the shadows lift it up and reach towards it. You have
I like the
finished
idea
off
that
the-
with like each shot, it becomes like this dark rope, almost like a noose, and she just yanks on it to pull it forwards on the last hit.
Ooh,
Breaks
Yeah.
its neck.
Yeah.
Ah,
that is nasty. And with that, combat will be over. But what does the creature hear? Is, of course, we all know Candlewick is able to reach inside the soul of this creature and speak directly to it. I haven't got the. Oh wait, yes I do. Candlewick is right here. He says, "Only those who have nothing to fear." And this Rampage's soul hears the voice of Candlewick. Lead him to the afterlife, where he can run all he likes in the plains of on the plains of nothing. But that is going to end combat and end tonight's session. A lot of you battered and bruised, living on 1 HP, thanks to some latent regeneration.
can we make a point that we are resting here?
At least
I
a
mean,
short
there's
rest.
plenty of beds.
No,
It's
no.
like a hotel.
No, because we don't trust what that cat does. So we
Yeah.
are resting here before we go back.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So you know what I'm gonna do? Elias is gonna ritually cast while he sings his version of Leonard Skinner, Free Bard. Yeah. He's casting the Tiny Hut.
Okay.
So we're gonna rest for 8 hours because we need it.
You can, in fact, get yourselves a long rest. So
Karius'
it's a
last
real
order to these berserkers, or he's going to make a suggestion. I say we cut this thing up, and we take its pieces back to the guy as part of the payment. It's
I mean,
covered in
technically,
like,
we cleared it out so he can repossess the building now.
yep.
very
Which
true.
means I'm keeping this. He just sort of has this giant flood on his back, and I may take that shield.
Mm. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna divvy up some loot and let these guys get a long rest, and end tonight's session there. But congratulations, guys! You brought down a rampager, which I didn't expect you to do. There was other avenues for success, but you know, you did your thing as usual and absolutely slaughter it. So good job.
We almost,
But,
3 of us almost died.
it is a beast.
Still on
thank you
full
for-
health. It's fine.
I've gone unconscious like 3 times.
Eirina was
I-
running around the building the whole time, and then finally getting the killing blow.
My God, honestly, when you hit me with that crit, I thought I was down.
Like
And then-
literally 64 points of damage. That's
And then-
insane.
And you were like, Elias is still up, and I clicked my character sheet and was like, wow, I'm still on 5 HP. I honestly thought I was down.
No, you got like the health of a fighter or a barbarian.
Yeah,
It's insane.
I have 20 con.
It's incredible. Like, I
And-
I can't bring you down. Well, I did,
Yeah,
but
There
go
is
back
my
up.
long rest.
Just
Yes,
keep-
get you guys a long rest, and
Keep in mind that we will never have this effect again. A whole team on regenerate.
no, that is a one-off sort of deal. But you made good use of it in this fight, keeping people alive. All right, we'll sign off here. Thank you for watching. Tune on Sunday for Wild Beyond the Witchlight, Carnival Cards, and on Monday for What Lies Beneath.
Yep. Bye for now.
Bye bye.